And we are back, YouTube. Welcome back to Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Soulsilver Randomised Nuzlocke. KDP here. It has been, again, another minute in terms of how long we've taken off this project. It is mainly just because university has been kicking my ass. I've finally finished my last exam at university, hopefully, if I pass it. And I have one last kind of presentation to do, and that is me finished with electrical power and engineering, and hopefully moving on to brighter horizons, where I am now planning on applying for a master's degree in sports performance coaching, which is the route I kind of want to go down. So we'll see how that gets on. But enough about my life. Let's get right back into the Soulsilver Nuzlocke here, and let's see what the team is looking like. So we did finish off with a little battle, I think, last time. But we have our kind of main starter Pokemon here, Psycho the Kirlia, with the moves Confusion, Double Team, Grill, and Teleport, and holding the Odd Incense with the Filter ability. We have Wolverine the Sandshrew with the moves Scratch, Defense Curl, Sand Attack, Poison Sting, and the Keen Eye ability with no item. We have KFC the Moltres with Ember, Wing Attack, and Fire Spin, and the Oblivious ability. We have Gator the Feraligatr with Water Gun, Leer, Scratch, and Bite, and holding the King's Rock with the Solar Power ability. Let's just get straight back into the Nuzlocke. The last thing we did, I'm pretty sure, was what did we do? Yes, we came into the Ruins of Alph. We came in and we used the escape rope to enter that hidden room for some items, I'm pretty sure, last time. So what we will do now is, since in the last episode we defeated the gym, we will start making our way down the route and advancing towards the next gym. Oh, what is this guy going to say to us? What's up? You have some good Pokemon there. It must be from training you gave him via city. Trained, especially helpful. Souvenir, take this. Increases grass type. Okay, not bad. We don't have any grass types, but it could come in handy. Now we have got an encounter from this grass. It was the Moltres that we previously got. Thank God it was the Moltres, because carrying this Pokemon about would have been a pain in the arse. So yeah, like I said, I've finished off my final examination. Well, like I said again, hopefully, having passed it. It was quite a tough exam, but I think I've done decent. I think I've done enough to pass it at least, and hopefully I can get a decent enough mark to give me a decent enough kind of final mark in this class, because obviously there's a split between the exams and coursework and stuff like that you have to do, so it's not just solely based on one exam, which is good, but you do need to pass all elements of the class. So I'm hoping that I've passed the exam and I get a decent enough mark to kind of bring up my total kind of final mark. I can tell you though, it was glorious walking out of that exam hall into the sunny Scottish atmosphere that it was yesterday. We've had some amazing weather most of this weekend actually, so it was quite nice to finish on a good note walking out into the sun. And we are battling a Latias. Okay, I will need to focus up slightly here. Possibly worth going out to our own legendary Pokemon here, KFC. Right, well we know that that's now going to heal it in, I think it's 2 turns Wish works in. So let's just try and see if we can get off as much damage as possible here. Oh! Easy days, easy days. Always helps to have your own legendary, and then we've got a Spearow. So now we'll just swap back in. Psycho's still a little bit weak, but I think it could be a one-shot with a Spearow. Curly is a second stage evolution. And Confusion. Like I said, thought it would be a one-shot, and a one-shot it was. And we move up to level 13. Perfect. We'll just swap the team around here, swap Kirlia into the back. Like I said before in the previous episode, I have a tiny bit of OCD when it comes to kind of swapping the team around with levels and HP and stuff like that. Oh, a PP Max. Bad that could be. Don't generally tend to use those that often. It could be used for maybe some cash. We are trying to get as much XP as possible here, so I will be battling all the trainers down this route because there is no way we are going to lose a Pokemon. Let's just roll the scratch. Now I know Togetic could have Metronome. Okay, Charm. Not really great. We need to swap out for that. It would take way too long. Sweet Kiss, okay. Need to be careful with that. So like I just said before there, we've had some spectacular weather in Scotland this weekend, Friday and Saturday so far. So not something you see very often in Scotland. It's generally rain or overcast, wind all the time. We don't really see the sun very often over here. And if we do, it's generally when it's really windy or it still happens to be raining somehow when it's sunny, but it's been really, really nice the last couple of days actually. Let's go down this way. Now, I do know that another encounter is coming up soon, but I do want to try and get in as many battles as possible before we kind of do that. I think so. Our Sandshrew can take on a Phantom. We take a couple, maybe a 4-hit KO. Again, love the tunes in this. They're just always, they always hit. They're always such good themes to kind of every part. So the battle themes are always pretty good. Even the boss battle themes are always really, really good. Like I said before, nostalgia just hits with this game. It's so good. Definitely one of my top ones for sure. Until kind of recently, I think my most like favourite game, like recently, especially because I didn't generally have any of the kind of newer consoles, like, so I didn't really have I had the last kind of console I had properly before I got like a Switch, and that's not even my Switch, I bought it off my brother, but even before that I didn't even have like a 3DS or like a 2DS or anything like that, so I played all those kind of games on emulators and stuff like that. Even before that, I just had a DS, but I didn't have this game when I had a DS. But recently, I think my favourite game on the Switch for the Pokemon ones is, I think Legends Arceus has to be like the best one. I don't know why, but I think it was quite nice to have a kind of new style of game and having it was like first person, or not first person, sorry. It was like a kind of third person open world, to an extent open world, which was quite cool. The catching mechanics were different. I thought that was really, really cool actually, and it was quite cool in that it'd be really cool to see those kind of mechanics introduced in a normal Pokemon game where you can kind of go about and actually throw the Pokeball at them or engage in battle, which would be quite cool. It'd be really, really interesting to see them kind of incorporate that into like one of the newer Pokemon games that come out. Ooh, burp there. But I think, yeah, Legends Arceus, I was for a while, I did get a little bit distracted. I was for a while trying to complete the Pokedex, like fully complete the Pokedex. So I mean, by achieving every single, we will swap out the gator for this one. By achieving every single like accomplishment for each Pokemon in the Pokedex. So like getting full ticks. It was taking so long. I didn't even get that far into the Pokedex. I swear I maybe got to like Luxury or something like that, and then I just got sidetracked with other things like uni and badminton and coaching and all that kind of stuff, so it kind of just sidetracked me a little bit, but I would love to try and kind of get back into that again because it was quite fun. I'm not normal, I've got a bit of, obviously kind of quite an energetic guy, so that kind of generally transfers over to when I play games, and I'm not one for kind of sitting still a lot, and that obviously takes a lot of patience to kind of complete stuff like that, and a lot of perseverance to complete that. So at first it was really, really exciting because it was something new and exciting, but yeah, I think it'll take me a little bit of, I'll probably need to go back to it soon because I did enjoy it when I was doing it, but I think I need a little bit of patience to kind of do it, so I need to teach myself how to be patient by kind of doing that and carrying that out, because it was really, really fun. Rapid Spin, I'm not going to use Rapid Spin really, I don't really know why I tried to learn that. swap out to KFC, who's the weakest in the squad. So for anyone that's interested, actually, if you're interested in what I'm studying, but the class that I was sitting my exam for on Friday, or yesterday, was called Control Engineering 4. Now, I have previously done control engineering. It was like 3 years ago because I've been part-time, so the way my course works is everything's kind of been split up, so I haven't done it in a while, so it took me a little bit of time, just finish off with the ember. It took me a little bit of time to kind of get back into understanding what was going on in the class and get used to kind of using the kind of software we're using in the practical classes, and all that kind of stuff was taking a little bit of getting used to. So it's not been my most favourite class because in general it's actually quite a tough subject. Give it a wee save here. But well, the final exam as well, I was really stressing for. I'd spent loads and loads of hours in the library kind of studying and trying to get questions right and get my head into it and get used to kind of the structures of questions. And again, even the lecturer made it quite tough for us, because I know that he made loads of the questions tough, but there's also this thing he does at the end called an honours challenge, which is like an incredibly hard question that he sets in the exam for like the best of the best to try and answer. So, which was a little bit frustrating, because obviously in that degree I wouldn't consider myself the best of the best and the smartest of the smartest, but I work pretty hard in terms of studying. I always work pretty hard to try and kind of get the best mark possible, but it was a little bit frustrating to know that he was going to try and make that a lot harder to try and achieve. At least people that sometimes want to aim for like 100%. Obviously I don't expect myself to get 100% in all these tests, but it would be nice to know that the possibility is there if I work with the material, rather than him making it incredibly hard in the last question for people that maybe aren't quite as smart but still have to work hard. So it was frustrating. So it was kind of almost like knowing that I was going in with like a chance of only really getting like 70%, rather than knowing that I could possibly get 100, even though I know I wouldn't get 100, but knowing that you can still have a chance to do that. But with him making like the last question unnecessarily hard, just to kind of wheedle out the folk in the class that might not be as smart but work hard. So a little bit frustrating, but to be honest, I'm glad it's just done. I'm just glad that class is over and I don't have to go in and see that lecturer again. Not for me. But I'm almost there. Almost at the graduation point. It's been an incredible 6 years at the uni. I've loved every minute of it. In terms of on the badminton side, that's the only thing that's kind of kept me going, is the badminton aspect of university, having a kind of social element to badminton rather than it just being serious all the time. It's nice to have that kind of different style of badminton that I'm not used to. Now, if you're wondering why I'm saving after every single battle, or saving kind of periodically here, is because in the last episode we cut off a little bit with a bit of a glitch, and it always helps just to save your game kind of as you go along each point, and making sure that it doesn't freeze or anything like that. Dun, 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 dun. Just healing up again. Now, there are a few extra trainers on this route, but just to spice things up, we're about halfway through the episode. I'm going to, let me double check that we have Pokeballs. Perfect, we have 15 Pokeballs. Let's spice it up and let's go get, I knew there was a trainer there, which is why I avoided them. Let us go get our next encounter. Union Cave. Okay, now, does anyone have any status moves? No. Fire Spin, possibly. Could swap into that. Right, well, there's only one way to find out. Let's see. Okay. And we get a Pineco. Okay. Now, this could possibly know, I don't think it learns, let me check this up. I don't think it learns like explosion or anything this early on, but let me just have a look to see. I always want to make sure that I'm not going to die. Generation 2, I think it was. Oh, I'm getting a tap on the window here. And we are back. Apologies for that, guys. I was having to deal with some gardening outside, so hence the change of t-shirt. I was outside, it was getting a little bit, I had a plain white t-shirt on, and I thought I'd better change it just in case. I didn't even get a chance to look because I forgot that I was looking this up. I hope he doesn't die. Oh, okay. Right, well, better note that down as well. Safe to say that we do not have another member of the squad with the Union Cave encounter. Let's see what is happening here with the poke gear. Good afternoon, what's up? This is Les. Listen. Don't you think Faulkner is cool and handsome? I wish I could meet him. Okay, I'll call you later. Thanks for that, Liz. So that was a pineco that we missed. We failed. Sad times. Looks like we're not adding another Pokemon just yet to the team. But it means that we can maybe train up. Oh, we have ran into another Pokemon again. Okay. You get involved again. Especially boy. Nah, I'm feeling quite confident here. Now, traditionally in these games, this character is always a bird catcher or a bird keeper. That's it, a bird keeper. So that is not a bird. That is a bug. Now, this is super effective against us, but we're like double its level, and we'll probably one hit it. Yeah. So no stress. Pupitar. We probably just, yeah. Can't really do very much to us. It actually might have bite or crunch, but I don't really see that being a problem. I think we'll still one-shot this as well. Oh, maybe not. Okay. It'll die this turn anyways. We will send it packing. Heading off to the Shadow Realm, as we would say. Execute. Now that's a different story. Because our confusion would be not very effective against it, so it's kind of pointless staying in. So let's just finish this off with our resident fire and flying type KFC, the Moltres. Now, I didn't pick this up on screen in the last video, but we did get the Rock Smash TM where we finished off. There's a guy there you speak to who gives you the Rock Smash TM for beating Faulkner. So, now these two can learn it, but unfortunately for poor little Wolverine, he's going to be learning this HM. As much as I love Sandslash, this is going to be probably one of our Sandshrew's main functions is learning HMs for some of the ones that we don't generally use that often in battle, but use sometimes outside of battle. So we get a Quick Claw. Okay, it's quite interesting actually. Now, I might just throw that on someone straight away. It's a very, very interesting item to have. Occasionally move fast. Now, Moltres is already kind of fast, so let's just throw it on our Wolverine. The Sandshrew. Quick heal, always got to be prepared to heal on a Nuzlocke, making sure that the Pokemon team is nice and healthy. So the reason I'm going back is I know that there's some items and some trainers that we have missed. Actually, we may have only missed one trainer. But there's definitely another item that we've missed, so we'll go back and we'll battle the trainer, we'll get the item. We may have missed 2, possibly, but I'll double check. My brain, in the short space of time that I was actually outside helping with the garden, my brain has forgotten what happened prior to this, so we will try and remember our best what has happened. Love a Grimer and a Muck. Especially the Alolan forms. Ooh, a Deep Sea Tooth. That could come in handy. Should we... Now, if I remember rightly, actually, I think Huntail was one of our... Ooh, Moltres must be the rare encounter on this route, because that's the first one we've ran into, and we've ran into quite a few encounters on this route, so that's quite lucky that we ran into that and actually caught it. But back where my brain previously was before there, it's quite interesting because I'm pretty sure Huntail was one of our original picks for starter Pokemon. So maybe we could get another one if we use that on a Clamperl. We are going to do no damage to this again because it is Psychic type, so using Confusion against it will not affect it. We'll switch to our Fire type Pokemon. And it uses Powder. And we get Frozen, of course. Guess we're just going to have to wait and see if we thaw out of this ice. Not ideal, not what you want. Oh, we thawed out, perfect. And this should probably be a one-shot. Ooh, close. If we get Frozen again, that will be very, very surprising. I hope we don't. We do not. That EXP, baby! So, we've picked up that Deep Sea Tooth, we've battled this trainer. Now, I think that's the only things we have to do on this route, but if I remember, I can't particularly... Oh, we are this controller. Again, I talked about this before, the D-pad on this is a little bit, like, kind of funny, so hence why the character sometimes will jump around if I'm not looking... Not that I spend time looking at the remote, but, like, if I'm not paying attention to where I'm actually kind of putting my thumb on this, the character may do a couple kind of circles possibly when I'm running about. Okay, now I can't remember, I think we battled both of these guys. No, this was only like 5 minutes ago, not even. But did we battle this guy? Oh, we did, okay. Right, well, get time to go through Union Cave then. I can't remember. Is there an item here? A hidden one? No, there is not. Right, we need to be very careful when if we ever battle these because they will explode on us. So we have to be very, very thoughtful and careful. Ooh, a Firestone, that's interesting. Always love picking up the kind of evolution items because it's like, what if we get that later on in the run? Then we could possibly use it. It's always interesting. And it's always good to have and always pick those up just in case later on in the run. There's Pokemon like possibly getting a Flareon or an Arcanine that we couldn't get if we didn't have the Firestone. If we pick up an Eevee or a Growlithe. Oh, it has download. Right, we kind of need to be careful here because Linen could have a decent attack. So I'm going to go for, I don't think he can one-shot us, but I'm going to go for a Confusion here. Yep, so he does a decent amount of damage. Only did 9, so okay, and we crit. I was about to mention if he crits us, then it could do a bit more damage, but we've decided to take the upper hand there. Psycho has decided to live by her name and slaughter it in one hit. Again, let the OCD take over here. Quick save. For the very little people that are there watching this, let me know in the comments below, like, what do you think of the pacing of this game? Would you rather episodes be longer? Would you rather be like, do you like the 30 minutes? Do you think that we could up it to 45, maybe an hour? Let me know what you think in terms of the pacing of how I'm going through this game now. Obviously, you're not getting much content in terms of daily or twice a week or whatever. I'm trying my best to kind of get the upload schedule better, but unfortunately it's not been a great time for me to actually start this. Oh, Tyranitar would have been cool. That would have been a cool encounter. Now, I don't know if we can actually run away a wee bit. Okay, cool. Ooh, yes, free cash. Always love a bit of free cash. A nugget is very well thought of. And tickle. I guess that's free cash as well, possibly. There's one more item, I believe, up here. Rabuta berry. I've got absolutely no idea what that berry does. Let's have a nosy and see. Let's see what the Rabuta berry does. Makes poffins and feeds them to... Okay. I don't think you can even make poffins in this game. That's like a diamond, pearl and platinum thing. Here we go. Similar to what I said about the guy outside, who's a bird keeper. This is normally, I think, I'm not going to look and see. It's a hiker. They're hikers, yeah. With a Groudon, very fitting. Okay, we need to be very, very careful here. We could possibly lose somebody if we don't play careful here. Straight out to my water type. Scary face, not too bad. We could have possibly went to Moltres because I don't think it will have anything to really hurt us, but it's got Mud Shot, okay. Okay, only 10. The speed's fallen. We were going to be slower anyway, probably. So, hopefully it's just maybe over half. Yep, just about half. Okay, we should one shot. Oh, not one shot, two shot. Apologies. That should be us. Perfect. Adios, Groudon. Always thought about, actually, that's one of my other ideas, possibly for another run on this channel, is like picking like a trainer kind of category, like the hiker, trainer class or whatever, like so the hiker or the bird keeper, and kind of trying to play through a game where you only use Pokemon that like are partial to their kind of class, the ones that... Oh, we're getting a phone call. I don't generally answer these, but just for the sake of the Nuzlocke. Good. Saw a wild Squirtle. Thought I was about going for it, but I failed. And I wonder if that's actually true in terms of like, is that because the game's randomised that he says that, or is that because there's wild Squirtles in that route that he's probably on? Because I remember from the first or the second route in the game, there's wild Squirtles. So that's quite funny. I wonder if it was like if it was like Mewtwo or something. Oh, we're gonna sneeze. Chew! Whoa. Bless me. Just in case you didn't say bless you through the screen. Machop. Now that is a Pokemon that is always found with your hikers. It's a classic Pokemon to be found with a hiker. Oh, with rough skin, that's quite cool. It's a Machop, a Machoke, a Machamp. Fighting types generally, some ground and some rock types normally, and the Quick Claw comes into action, even though I don't think we actually needed it, to be honest. I think we were already outspeeding this, but... A Manaphy, we will not stay in against that, we will swap out. Now, later on actually, to be fair, to counter the kind of water types, we could, I think Curlia learns Magical Leaf, so it could be something that we end up using. Okay, we'll survive that. Or we should survive it, at least. And survive a water sport that does absolutely nothing. Down goes the Manaphy, there is one Pokemon left. Does the Pokemon fall into the hiker training class? A Roserade, it absolutely does not, and we're going to switch out to our Moltres there to take this out. Possibly in one shot with Wing Attack. it shouldn't really have any moves that will do anything against us. So wing attack, probably one shot. I'm pretty sure Roserade's quite weak, quite frail. It is indeed. See you later, Roserade. Again, let's let the OCD take over. Not really much to do actually there. I was thinking I was going to have to change a few about there, but evidently not. Now I'm conscious of the time here because I think we got to maybe about 13-14 minutes. We're at 15 minutes, almost 16 now. So we'll call this last battle. Ooh, like this. Now, it does have water gun. We are double the level, but I'm still going to be super safe here and just swap out to... I just can't risk having Pokemon die here. I need to be really, really careful. Even with it using Charm. And what is... Oh, Speed Boost. Oh, that's quite cool actually. Love this because like a super fast water Pokemon anyways. And even when we're charmed, we're charmed again. Okay, so this is probably going to be a three hit KO. Like I was saying, sorry, Love Disc is quite a fast water type anyways, and I'm pretty sure it has like, before it used to have, what's that, there's a, I can't remember the ability of it, Swift Swim, that's it, Swift Swim, the ability, so like it goes, it like doubles its speed in rain, so like it was possibly one of the kind of top fastest water types, but other than that, it's got like terrible stats out with speed, so it's quite cool that it actually has speed boost, like to just completely sweep on the kind of speed category. We've leveled up there, we're coming against a Shiftry, so let's send in our Fire Flying type. Again, Shiftry, a really fast, I think quite a hard special attacker, like quite a high special attacking stat, but again, I'm pretty sure really frail. It's level 6 as well, so we're double its level over that one shot. And we've defeated Fire Breather Bill. We will finish off by picking up this last item. 3, 2, 1. Honey. Exciting. And we'll finish off with a quick save here. And on that note, it has been KDP on Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Soulsilver Randomised Nuzlocke. We have travelled down the route, we have picked up some items, we have grinded out our Pokemon, we have missed an encounter, we have done a little bit of gardening, we have now entered Union Cave, defeated a few trainers, picked up some items, we are almost out of the cave, I'm pretty sure it's just below us. In the next episode, I'm planning to try and get some more encounters, possibly start on, there's a Team Rocket kind of thing going on there as well. Possibly get started on that. We'll see how we get on, but and a new encounter is hopefully really, really close, and we'll add another Pokemon to the team. Possibly also the egg on our team will hatch, and that means maybe 2 new encounters added to the team. We will wait and see. But if you've liked this video, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we will see you later. Bye.